Don't get batteries in this clock too.
I know somebody about it, I forget. Last.
Naomi was always. Was always get back.
Naomi said she may be a little late, but we can start without her and then she can go jump in.
Order.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Flag of the state of New Mexico, city assembled, perfect friendship among United States. Maybe see it. Good morning, buddy. Principals reports. As brief as possible, if possible. Actually, while we have you here, Ms. Lochner, on behalf of the board, congratulations. We're so proud of that, so very, very good job. We'll start with Ms. Lochner,
Brief.
unless there's something, I mean, we got, today's the day we walk around all the classrooms, so we're.
Okay, I'll keep it super brief. So citation scores are awesome. Kids are going up and up and up. Everyone's working super hard. House system is going really well. We have new house of the week, classes of the week, and all that fun stuff. Attendance went down a tiny bit. We're at 93.2, but still up from last year. Grants are going well. We harvested everything from our outdoor planters just in time for it to get really, really cold. And then the tower, if y'all came to Winter Wonderland or have seen that, it's amazing. And that thing is magical because I can't grow anything and it grows like, it's great. Winter Wonderland was so fun last week. We had a really good time. Miss Eldridge at TMS, the middle school kids decorated the whole stage and it was just gorgeous. It looked really, really good. And then more fun for this week, we have attendance carnival on Friday. Our school store is today. And then class parties are tomorrow. And then just everyone at TES is doing great. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want this girl or you want me?
Minutes. All right, we did our in middle of the year IMASA school testing last week, and we're wrapping up this week with makeups, and our scores also went up with reading, ELA, language usage, and math. So we're doing really good in our content areas. This week we're doing some fun things. We did a movie on Monday as a whole group, and then in the afternoons this week we're doing some fun Christmas rotations with the students, and they're having a good time. Tomorrow is Polar Express. All the classes are watching that individually in their classrooms. Today, actually, the middle school heads of houses are interviewing our students for junior house leaders at TIS, so we're pretty excited. So that's finally happening. And so that collaboration is going to finally take place within the schools in the spring. And the first activity in the new year is going to be a reading buddies between TMS and TIS. So we're going to start building that bridge with the Wildcat Pride Academy, and we're really excited. Our kids are excited. Friday, we're going to have a pep rally, and we're going to announce the junior house leaders. So we invite you guys all to come around 10:15. We're going to have that pep rally and welcome our new junior house leaders into it. So you guys are welcome to come and join us. We are going to have an after school program called Kids Can Use It Entrepreneurship Program, where kids are going to be able to create their own lemonade stand. They're going to build it from the beginning. They get $100 to create their own lemonade stand, to create their product, market it, and then in May they are going to get to actually go to market, and they're going to sell their lemonade. And then he taught about that program to us, and we had a huge number of kids that were excited to do that. So we're going to launch that in the spring. We're so excited. Amia Walker is working with Mr. Rayburn in her gifted program. She is going to be creating clay bowls, and she's going to get donations of soup, and she's going to sell her clay bowls with soup and donate that to a local charity. So as that comes out in January, we encourage you to support her. And we just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and come support us on Friday and see our junior house leaders get identified. We don't know who they're gonna be. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, at the high school, academically, we are wrapping up our short cycle assessments, before the break. PSAT and SAT prep, youth science precision exam for CTE classes. Our CTE is up and running really well. We have a lot of workers at the school that are in every building, so that's awesome to see. And then HMH for English. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
For cultural related activities, Miss King Morgan had a guest presenter in her, Native American language classes. She wanted to meet with all of our Native American kids during advisory. She gave them a little questionnaire, just to gauge their knowledge of cultural practices, traditions, and language. So Miss Kelly King Morgan and her guest speaker are gonna be working hand in hand to, design some activities that are gonna, enrich their knowledge of traditions and language and culture, so. Miss Senora, she got a mariachi group from El Paso to come. They did a presentation on the 14th, last Saturday. That group came down and intermingled with our kids. They played their music, our kids danced to their music, so she was really impressed with that our kids were right up in the mix with them, so. She came and talked to me about that this morning. She was really prideful with that. Ms. Hill wanted to give Megan Brand a shout out for earning her national board teaching license this month, so that's a big deal for her. On the athletics part of things, basketball's in full swing. Boys right now, we're currently 4-1. We got the runner up in our tournament last weekend. We lost a heartbreaker by 2 right at the end to 4A Silver City. Girls are 2-4 right now, but they're getting better. Seth Kaji, Fabian Pacheco, Adrius Vigil, Esteban Barraza, Sean Borowski, they all represented Tularosa in the red versus green all-star game, last week. And also our new baseball coaches met with all our players, last week also to kind of get up and running with that. But other than that, we're just wrapping up the semester and, making our plans to start strong come January, so.
And the high school got their new Travers yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
Last time when I crossed the bus, wow.
They've already been driving that around. Mr. Monjoy was in that this morning, so.
Yeah, put some like cushions in the seats, see over.
We put a pull over too. Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful bid.
Got anything?
I've got mine in discussion and,
Just a business. Consideration of agenda.
yeah, Mr. President, members of the board, I'm recommending approval of the consideration of agenda.
No motion.
And second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, consideration of minutes for regular meeting November 13th, 2024.
Yes, Mr. President, members of the board, I'm recommending approval of the minutes for November 13, 2024, regular board meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Recommending approval of check register for November 2024.
Yes, Mr. President, members of the board, I'm recommending approval of the check register for 2024. Mr. Bregler is on Christmas vacation. So if you have any questions, I will take them and send them to you and get you an answer back though, if there's any questions on it.
I actually don't, for once.
No.
All right,
All motion.
motion,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, discussion and recommending approval of the safe schools assurances.
Yes, Mr. President, members of the board, I'm recommending approval of safe schools assurances. We finally got them done.
Yeah,
Thank
they're,
you, Manny.
this is, we redo it every 5 years, PED reviews them. This one is coming in a little late. We are going to be changing up the program that we use for like staff notifications of emergencies, so
Right.
fire drills, active shooter, things like that. The old application we used was, it required every staff member to have their cell phone on them and they had to be signed in and every bunch of stuff. This new one that I'm transitioning to, I can deploy it to their laptops, their smart boards, to the screens up front in every building. It's just, I think, a little more user friendly and I think better for the school. So once that goes in effect, staff will be trained on it when we return from Christmas break, so that Monday. And then we should be compliant with everything in the safe school plan.
Is there any real big changes?
No,
Not really.
most of it's still the same. We just updated, staff site contacts, so otherwise
Okay.
everything's good.
And I couldn't send it to you guys, sorry, because we can't send it
I know,
via email or anything,
Yeah.
so. I mean, if you
It's-
want it, we can print it.
but it's
We
not,
have a copy, but we can't.
right,
Yeah, most of everything stays the same. It's still the same reunification sites, still the same, things, protocols we're gonna follow. It's just, like I said, just updated contacts for every building. And
for people.
I don't think we voted on it yet, did they?
No.
Does it need a?
All right,
purple or
we
is it
wait
just
Till it's
signatures?
completed or
The safe school, y'all we have to assign this.
Yeah.
it's all of it? No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
You need a motion.
Oh, I'll make a
Did we-
motion.
I'll second.
Minute approval.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Board report, cafeteria update.
Mr. President, members of the board, tomorrow we have a meeting with the cafeteria and Decker over the new design for the middle school and the cafeteria. But that's the only thing on cafeteria. And again, Mr. Bregler's gone, so if there's any questions on the bars, I can, write it down and get you email to you. What's up, Ed? Was there any questions on any of the bars?
No.
So if there's not. Auction, I'm gonna ask the board to give us permission at the next meeting in January to put everything at the old baseball field for sale, the portable, the fences, the dugouts, anything that's there. Because when we did the new baseball field, anything that was on the field, they gotta keep and sell themselves. So it's better for us to sell it before we go to construction and put the money in our general fund, the fence, the whatever's there.
I actually just had one question I had asked, Pat Garcia, Coach Garcia, about the rubber in the home plate. And they were keeping them and using them for the time being, because they were still using for practices for the league and whatnot. But once all that was done, taking maybe home plate and doing something with it at the new field,
Could do that.
put it in
Yeah.
a trophy case somewhere, something like that.
There's that portable there we need to sell too,
Yeah,
so.
Somebody had
I don't
asked
wanna
me
give
about
that
the,
stuff away.
the old building that's there, all the
The brick?
block. Yeah, somebody had asked me about that.
Maybe we go to auction and you wanna buy that building? Yeah. Put in a
You'd have to do
bid,
it,
you
take it
tear it
down
down
yourself,
yourself, that way we just,
Right, okay.
I'd like to buy the dugouts for horse pens, but I'll put a bid myself.
Yeah, there you
make a
go.
nice shed for a
Okay.
horse. But anyway, I'll bring that to the next meeting for approval.
Cause we had talked to somebody about the fences, correct?
We're trying to give it to the city.
Right,
There we go.
we haven't heard anything back yet.
Yes, would love to give it to them.
Okay.
For them to make a city field, if they would like it, and I think Manny, didn't they bring it up one time at the city council? I know I talked to Pat Garcia about it. And I told him we'd give it to him, sure, we
Right.
could give it to them if the city would take it, so that's still out there if they wanna,
Okay,
but they gotta take it down and remove it.
right. And ask Mary Cooks and see what she wants.
I tell you what, I think somebody could buy that fence and make them an outdoor storage, and I was telling Mandy, that's a heck of a perfect fence for an outdoor storage, buy a couple acres of land, put that fence up and
That's a lot of fence.
make a. So somebody may buy it if the city don't want
Okay.
it. District student achievement data, or
So I have both the student achievement data as well as the tribal education status report. Manny, would you mind bringing up New Mexico Vistas, please? So the state student achievement data came out earlier in November. And, happy to say everything's up, which is what we always want to hear.
Yes.
I was going to give a more in-depth presentation next month because I know you guys have a lot of stuff to do, but I wanted to say that this is where this is found, New Mexico Vistas. And next month, I will actually have some graphs, charts comparing previous performances, reading, math, our graduation rates, looking at growth, science. We made some significant improvements by 38% in our Native American graduation rate. So all of that information I will deep dive into next month. I also provided, just for discussion purposes, our tribal education status report for your review before we go in next month as well to look at all of our student achievement by our Native American population. So you can see numbers and stuff are going up, and I will go over all of this stuff. I know that Gilbert's gonna be like, yep, yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I wanna start tearing it apart.
I'll bring
So I
your glasses
wanted
by
to,
then too, so it's
I wanted you to know where this existed, and we will be publishing this information for the community per state statute that we have to advertise what our school rankings are, our student achievement data, graduation rates and stuff. So I will be getting with Manny to ensure that all of that is on our website and that we're publicizing all of that for our community on our social
Yes.
media. Since we don't have a newspaper publication, we'll make sure to get it out that way. And maybe get into the Alamogordo paper. If they have one. Kinda, okay.
We
We'll
put
get it
on
published.
KLH radio.
And so next month is gonna be very heavy because our impact aid application is due. I do have our Native American source check list with the tribe as well as our Indian policies and procedures for review. Those were sent up in October. Our source check was sent up 2 weeks ago, I believe. I'm following up with an email today, hoping to get all of their approvals and signatures for our board meeting when we meet.
And maybe Naomi can call somebody and have them.
Yeah.
Shelley's been trying to get them to sign it. Every year it's the same thing the day before.
It's been very quiet. I've never seen the tribe this quiet, like, I've never, it's.
Yeah,
really-
it's weird, but
Okay.
yeah, they're probably busy today too. so-
Right, well, so I will be following up on that, so next month, be prepared to
Alright.
be, razzle dazzle with all that we have accomplished. in the last
Thank you.
year.
Thank you. Atlanta, we need to get see if everybody's gonna go to Atlanta so we can make travel arrangements, why plane tickets are still reasonable. Ms. Lochner, we need to find out which four from the elementary are going to Austin, or, yeah, it's Austin. So we need that too, so we can, same thing, get our plane tickets and everything bought, and a board member, if any board member wants to go. Help get the national awards, or just let us know, we'll put you on the list, it's February 16th,
I believe so.
something like that,
Yeah.
it's right there, it's the week before, the week after we go to Santa Fe. Just a quick note for next meeting also, August 1st, Region 9, we want to do the all the schools training like we did last year, so it would be on a Friday, so we'd have to make when we do our calendar this year, we'd start school on a Friday with all staff to go to Ruidoso for all the school. We used to do this before COVID hit, where all the Region 9 schools met and gave a chance for all the first grade teachers to meet with the other first grade teachers and all the social studies. It's just a fun day with all the staff. Then we'd come back on Monday with our party and actually start school. So I'll be asking the board, talking to the board about that for, is that it, Amanda?
Yeah, cause you already did the.
April.
That's it. That's all I have.
What about this one?
That's next.
Oh,
Yep. They all look at it.
yeah, because the 6th, we start school on the 6th and it'd give us one day of school, one day to the kids and would have a board meeting. So we move it back to the next week. That's not on mine. Yes, this. So
Yes.
we probably need to do that today if we're gonna, if we're gonna change it.
Yeah, I think so. And I have to check for April. For, Atlanta.
What are the dates again on this?
I think it's the sixth.
Fourth through the sixth.
And that's the only one I need to check on right now.
So just plan the third to
That
the
includes
sixth,
the
which
travel.
we typically try
Yeah,
to.
they're-
Oh,
before.
right,
That includes the travel.
That includes it.
Yes. Okay, the sixth,
okay.
Yeah.
so it's having a day, then.
Another one to work. Okay, that's till June, okay. And I'll have an answer for you. Like the second of the year.
Have you picked anybody out to go yet? Have you worked
We
on?
have several who are interested, so we have to just whittle it down to a few, so.
Cause
we'll
the bad
probably-
thing is, we can't buy plane tickets till we have the name.
And they're committed.
Last year, Ron Clark, we had names and they canceled on us and we got stuck with those plane tickets, so now we're signing forms. You say you're gonna go, and you don't go, you have to reimburse the district for your plane ticket, so if they're gonna go, they need to,
Have to know where to go.
Yeah.
right?
Because they don't reimburse us. All they do is they give us a credit under that person's name, and that person is the only person that can use it. So,
Yeah. They screwed us big.
and I didn't realize that pretty much every.
Under the school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess we'll do it later.
Yeah, well, during the time.
Sounds good.
Good. Christmas time. Hey, who played Santa for me?
You did a really good job.
He did. He's a big Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Correct.